everybody, it's Bunny. Wait, so how does my hair look? Wait, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. No, I'm just kidding. So excuse my classy appearance tonight, but this was the first week of me starting school and everything, so I'm kind of just like dressed all casual, you know, whatever. I just wanted to get on here and do a quick little vlog because I was at the spa all day on Monday and I heard the most interesting ghost stories ever. So anyway, I was at the spa on Monday and I swear it just seems like people like see me and instantly be like, she must like ghosts, which is crazy. I don't know how people like perceive that about me, but anyway, so my manicurist proceeds to tell me, her name is Shannon, by the way, so if you ever watch this, Shannon, hey, I told you I was gonna vlog about it. Okay, so Shannon was telling me that she grew up in California and that when she was a kid, she would go over to her cousin's house where she would get babysat, and her cousin lived in this old house that had once been owned by a judge. She said it was like this really cool old like colonial house, like really old, and this judge had once lived there, and something kind of went down with some kind of like stolen money, and they thought that maybe this judge had stolen the money and stuff like that. They never discovered the money. He was supposed to be not too nice of a man, and the money was never recovered, and the man died, and they never found the money. So her cousin moves into this house, and her cousin had a really young baby at the time, and you know, I guess just like struggling to try and keep up with bills and this and that and the other. And the little boy, her cousin's child, would always talk about seeing this man named Bobby, and I don't know how old everybody is out there, but I know when I was a kid in the 80s, there were like these horses, these plastic horses that you could buy, and they were on springs, and you would sit on the pony, and it would like kind of like jump up and down and stuff. And so they walked in on the little boy one day, and it was like someone was pushing the horse with the kid on it, and there was nobody in the room, and they were like, oh, like what's going on? And the kid would always be like, oh, Bobby was playing with me, and I saw Bobby, and this and that and the other. And so her cousin did a little research on the house, and the judge's name was like Robert something something something, and so, you know, Bobby is the nickname for Robert, of course. And so they were like, oh, like that's kind of strange. And so anytime her cousin was like short on money and stuff, she would like open a cupboard or something like that, and like this old money would fall out of nowhere. And so she, you know, anytime she would go and spend it on the baby, on the kid, like everything was fine. Like if she bought like diapers or this or that or the other, like everything was fine. If she went out and spent the money on herself, though, it was like this spirit of this judge would taunt her, and like she'd be in the shower and this thing would like take her clothes and throw it in the closet, and like this and that and the other, all kinds of crazy stuff. And she was telling me that one day she had a Halloween party, and some other family member had come over and was like, oh, I don't believe in you, and if you're real, you know, do something to prove that you're real. And they had all these jack-o'-lanterns like around this ledge in the house, and one by one, she said like the pumpkins like would go out on the jack-o'-lantern. So I just thought, I don't know, I'm not telling it to its fullest capacity, but it was some pretty cool experiences that she told me she had. And you know, we had gotten into some other stuff, and I'll tell y'all something really weird. Like I'd been going to the spa a lot, and then like I kind of stopped just because, I don't know, like sometimes I'm just like, whatever, you know, I'll do whatever on my own. And then I started going back about I guess like last November, and it was like just the interior of this place had changed, like the feeling had changed, the atmosphere had changed, and I'm just like, and like, you know, I just like say out of my mouth, I was like, did somebody die here? Like, what's going on? I don't know. It was totally weird. Like, they have a big like steam bath sauna thing that I'm always in, and I was just like getting a really weird feeling. Anyway, more on that. So I just told her, you know, it was Monday. I was just at the spa on Monday. So it was like Monday afternoon, like nobody else was in there. We had this whole place to ourselves. So that's why we were just like getting into all these like creepy stories and what such and stuff like that. And so like I pipe up and I was like, this is going to sound really crazy, but like, have you ever had any feelings like here while you're here, right? And she's like, oh my God, like, I'm not supposed to say anything. And I was like, no, you must tell me. And like, I'm, you know, of course, like, I mean, I'm not naming the name of the business, so I'm telling all you guys out here, but you know, like, they're never going to know. And, so this is actually really creepy and really tragic. A couple years ago, there was like this, like, kind of serial killing, like, murder thing that was going on around here. It was pretty creepy. They were finding all kinds of people, like, murdered. Like, they think that he was, like, murdering people under freeway overpasses and then, like, dumping the bodies hither and thither. And it was really tragic. There was, like, this little girl that got killed, and her body, like, the spa is kind of, like, in a wooded area. And so this creep bag, like, dumped her body, like, behind, like, where the spa now is in this really wooded area. And so they say that, like, you know, they have, like, a steam bath and showers and, like, a hot tub and a cold water tub and everything like that. And so, you know, to prevent, like, mildew and this and that and the other, they open, you know, they drain all the tubs, they open every single door, you know, because they have it sectioned off. They have, like, you know, where the nail salon is and this and that and the other. So anyway, they open up all the doors in the whole place, turn off all the lights. And she said they'll go outside and, like, they know that they just left the building and, like, a light will come back on. And then they'll come in the morning and all the doors will be shut and all the lights will be turned on. And she said, like, this weird thing happens with the clocks, because they have digital clocks in each of the service rooms to see, like, how long the treatment has been and this and that and the other. And so she said, like, the numbers on the digital clock, like, particularly the 9, will flip, like, reverse. I'm not talking to where it looks like a 6 and, like, the time's just off. I'm talking, like, the number 9 will be, like, reversed in a digital clock, like, printed backward. And, like, so me, myself, I'm thinking, like, I wonder if the girl was 9. Like, makes sense, right? Because the 9 is flipping around. I don't know. I'm just thinking here off the top of my head, you know. And she said, like, there's one girl in the morning who comes in. She's kind of like the receptionist, like, desk clerk. And she'll start everyone's, like, treatment roster, because each person who comes in with an appointment, they print off a sheet, and it tells, like, what you've recently had done there, what you're getting done today, and whatever. And then they put it all in these folders. And she said she'll, like, start the papers to print. And she's the only one in the building. She'll start the papers to print. And then, like, go fix the snacks and refreshments. Because they have, like, water and all this other shit in there. And, like, be in the complete opposite room. And she'll come back and, like, all the papers are stacked and, like, organized. And she's the only one there. So, just, like, crazy stuff. They think it's, like, this little girl. I think she said they call her Mary Jo. I don't know why they picked that. But they think that that's her name. And so one other quick and crazy thing that happened to me on Monday while I was here, I had told her, I don't know if the same people watching this video watch my scariest, ghost hunting experience video that I put up about a week or so ago. But I thought this thing was following me around for a while from a Galveston cemetery, and I got my right hand broken in this really horrible car accident and everything. And so I had told her this story because we were just, like, swapping paranormal stories back and forth. And so I had all my toes painted, all my nails painted, everything was going great. And it was so crazy, right? Then something really strange started to happen. And so, you know, I had told her about how my hand had gotten broken and this and that and the other. And so I was sitting in, like, the pedicure chair, and she was just, like, looking at my nails one more time, and she's like, your pinky nail keeps, like, clouding up, and, like, and I was like, oh, that's weird, and, you know, we just thought it was, you know, I mean, it's, like, dead of winter, it keeps getting, like, really hot here, and then really freezing the next day, and so, you know, she thought it was, like, because my hand, I have really cold hands usually, so she thought it was because, like, the polish was going on the nail, something with temperature, right? Like, I don't understand, like, the finer points of nail painting. And so she's like, oh, you know, I'll repaint it. And so I'm just sitting there, and at first we didn't think anything about it. And then she painted it again, and, like, the same thing happened. And she's like, okay, this is really strange. It's just this one pinky where my hand got broken. And after we'd been talking about all this stuff. And I swear, like, we painted this pinky finger 45 times. At least 45 freaking times. Like, not even joking. Like, y'all are never gonna be able to see this in the camera. Like, I can't. It's like the light is, like, bouncing off of it. But it's still, like, cloudy up in here. And it's so weird. Like, I swear, we tried everything, y'all. We, like, she got, like, a hot washcloth, and we were, like, wrapping my hand in it to warm my hand up. And, like, we put all kinds of base coats, all kinds of products, all kinds of, like, removers and oils, and, like, every technique that you could imagine to get nail polish to go on, like, nice and clean and you know, straight looking. And it just, like, was not happening. It was so weird. And it was like something in the polish. It would, like, go on black. It would go on fine. And then it was like this, like, thing would, like, cloud up. It would start looking all, like, gray and cloudy on the top part of my nail. So bizarre, right? So now, like, we joke around there that I have, like, a haunted hand and a possessed pinky. Because, like, I don't know. It's just so weird. It's so weird that we were, like, talking about all this stuff. And then, like, the one finger that I got broke in this really crazy accident. And that's, like, the one where it keeps getting messed up. But anyway, so I hope these stories, like, kind of made sense. I kind of, like, went through them really fast. Because, like, we were talking about so much cool stuff. And I don't even know, like, what's the length of a video you can upload on here. Don't know. But anyway, I will be back with more stories and more tutorials and stuff soon. And as always, I appreciate comments and subscriptions. And if y'all want, y'all can take the time and follow me on Twitter. I'll put my name right here, kind of down here. He's in my way here, my little buddy. So I'll put my Twitter name down here. And I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all again real soon. Bye.